So hey guys, and welcome back with me, Supernautus, to another retro cheat. Today we are playing, well, it's the original Castlevania. And what cheat are we using? Because this is the point of this series, is to cheat our way through these games. Find cheats in order that we can, complete them in the quickest time possible for me, but also to show you just how much it can maybe kind of wreck games a little bit. I do have to add another one on there. As you can see, we have the invincibility cheat at the moment. We also want, because otherwise every time we fall down a hole we reach game over, the infinite lives cheat. That's silly, I know, but you'll see. So that's 002A, 63, add that as infinite lives. The other one we might want to look at as well is the infinite time cheat. Which is as follows. If you want to do this, it's A0A F value AD. Add that and we're ready to go. So this is Castlevania, the first Castlevania, as you can see. And let's play through it now, with a couple of different cheats attached. We shouldn't run out of time, we shouldn't run out of lives, and we should be able to play as far as we want through the game. Now, as I say, obviously this is kind of a method of, in some ways showing, you know, the problem that you come across when you play a game with cheats the entire way through. Essentially, you don't get as much enjoyment out of the harder elements of the game, so that platforming and not hitting things as well, that's a bit of a pain. As seems to be the case with a lot of these emulated things. Apparently I can't jump high enough to hit the... oh no, there we go. Of course, you don't want to pop off the screen, because if you do, you're going to be repopulated with enemies. But there we go. Yeah, so, infinite lives, infinite... ah, you missed me. So there we go, we got missed by the panther, or whatever it is that attacks us from up there. We're going to go up the top here, just for a moment. Yeah, so this is, as I say, the very first Castlevania for NES. That animal's going to harmlessly run down there, but we're going to have to drop down to that level now. This probably means we should get a pretty good score as well. Well, but as I say, we're doing this for, well, to prove a bit of a point, I suppose. The first thing is, I think, that always to remember is, everybody plays games differently. I get rid of them with the cross. But yeah, everyone plays games differently, everyone can get enjoyment in different ways. But also, I would say, obviously where you're playing a multiplayer game, you need to maybe not do this kind of thing. It's just harmful, it ruins the whole kind of scene, you know? Cheating in itself in a single player game, who really minds? Cheating in a multiplayer game, you're only cheating yourself, you know? But in a game like this, that's extremely, you know, it's not a straightforward game. If you're infuriated by it, isn't it funny that they can walk through those platforms but I can't? And apparently the cache there doesn't like to land on platforms. Are you coming now? Doesn't scare me. Oh, of course it doesn't, it can't kill me. Oh, except when you disappear like that, that could be a problem. But we're okay. Okay, up we go. I hope you can all hear the classic Castlevania theme music. Obviously we have, this is the first Castlevania, we also have NES-wise, you know, Castlevania 2. Actually on PlayStation 1 as well we have Castlevania Chronicles, which essentially redoes this. I mean, this whole section here in the house, castle, is reworked in that game in a way that's quite different. We keep disappearing. That seems to be a common thread I'm finding here with a lot of these games. Oh, here it is, the bat, the huge bat that's going to cause us some problems. We shouldn't have done that, because... But we can't die, so it's not the end of the world. But we might have some trouble hitting him. I'm definitely having some trouble hitting it. I think we hit it with that thing of fire. But look, it's still got quite a lot of health left. Oh, I can't even see myself. If you could only see yourself. Yeah, so I don't know what your thoughts are on a series like this. A lot of people will have mixed thoughts, I'm sure. I've no doubt I'll have people say to me, just play the game properly. But as you can see, I'm not very good at playing the game properly. And if, you know, if me doing this can make me a bit better, can make me get through the game, a game I've never finished, by the way, I don't really see the issue. There we are. First kind of boss fight dealt with. That bat is a pain in the butt. Yeah, we're going to get the maximum points for time remaining, aren't we? Yeah, some of the sound effects are a bit jarring. I've noticed on a lot of old NES games, aren't they? Quite jarring indeed. So yeah, and this is a game that came along, I suppose, kind of before all the kind of Metroidvania type ideas were around, you know? We've pretty much got one route to take, as you'd expect from most platforming games of the time. This knight's going to be a pain. But not much. That bat's going to probably be more annoying than the knight. Oh, we've got an area we can demolish here, but nothing really in it. Oh, there's a crown. Up we go. 2,000 points. At a time, obviously, when the most important thing in a lot of games was points, you know? There wasn't much other way to kind of show how much better you did than someone else. I don't even know why I'm picking up these hearts, because I don't need them. Now, do I have any of those left? Ah, that's no use. Well, let's just drop down and beat him. Just because he's there. I need to be careful here, I don't want to drop down to the area below. Which is still possible, I mean... If you do that, it's entirely possible, you know? Oh, we took the knight out. I want that. I do. I do indeed want that. I don't really need to kill that, we won't bother killing it, because from here we should be able to hit this knight with our... Now, let's be careful. There we go, we got across that ravine. Of course, the other thing to bear in mind with this game, and a lot of games like it, Look, those heads, I hate the heads. Yeah, see, they just hit me every time because I'm in the wrong position. But if I pass underneath them, I suppose I can do it that way too. I don't know why I'm taking all these hearts, I don't need them. But we took that one. Oh yeah, we'll take the dagger. Oh, let him turn round, I think. Oh, we've got a chest there. Have that. There we go. One night destroyed. So yeah, obviously, as I say, in case you've tuned in halfway through the video or started it halfway through, this is a cheat run. And if you drop down to the level below, you seriously take some damage. You know, it's a thing obviously where in a lot of games now you'd expect in that situation... Oh, one sec. Yeah, you'd expect in that situation that you would... See, a lot of the enemies, they don't even... Yeah, what I was going to say was, you'd expect in that situation in a lot of games now that you would just drop down to the level below. I mean, when you look at it like that, it's not that much of a fall, really, is it? That's annoying. And this is why I hate playing these games without using some firm cheating abilities. I can't even hit any of those just now. That'll be useful. Because they just keep coming, those heads. You see, that doesn't actually attack you. Now, obviously in more modern offerings, they do actually do some attacks rather than just walking past you. Good, we've got that extended to a decent length. But see, here's the problem. Is that if I'm too far on that platform, I will obviously die. Or sorry, if I'm not far enough on the platform, should I say like that, then I'll be killed. And see, this is obviously the thing about playing a game as well like this with cheats is, yeah, it makes it easier to complete the game in a way. But, you know, you have to die again, and again, and again, until you get it just right. No, don't do that. You see? This is going to be the common thread of my game, I think. Especially in areas where I've got those flying heads coming towards me. It's going to be a recurring theme, I'm telling you now. There was a... yeah, there we go. An extension to our weapon just there. So we can hit that one. If you time it just right, you can always hit these. So there we go. But if I get hit again, I go straight off the platform. Are you starting to get as annoyed about this as I am? Yeah, okay. So yeah, obviously, not always the ideal situation when playing a game with cheats active. Because sometimes it actually makes the game more annoying than it would, you know, if you were playing it normally. I mean, by now, you know, by now anybody who was doing it would have probably had a game over. I think I fell down a hole. Ooh. Have that. Don't need the hearts. Bit of an addition to our weapon there. Don't need that. Okay. You see, now I'm dead. Any good work that I did before, completely annihilated. The good news is, if I collect all these, I should get the best additions to my weapon as possible. But if we mess up again, if I crouch there and then jump off the platform, I think that's the other problem. You've not got any real solidity. I'm going to use it as a word, don't mind me. It's annoying. You know, so, yeah. Just because you're doing this. But yeah, I mean, I like this game, obviously, and, you know, a well-loved game series. I've always loved Castlevania games, even when I've been terrible at them. Which is all the time. If I duck there, they can't hit me. But I can't stay there forever. Okay. Oh, you son of a... Yeah. I don't think I'm ever going to get past this part of the game. Because my platforming skills are atrocious, and because every time you're doing things in this game, this is a downside to emulating a game. Because it's the easiest way for me to get it to screen. And I'll probably get in trouble for saying that. Oh no. I'm not monetizing this, and I'm not... Oh, you son of a gun. None of my videos are monetized anyway, so it's not going to make a great deal of difference, is it? But yeah, so that's... with... Those are like action replay cheats, Game Genie cheats, I don't know which they are. I'm trying to think, was there an action replay for NES? I think it was literally just the Game Genie at the time. I never had one. But I had friends that had like the pro action replays and things. And really, it was amazing, you know, how obviously those would dig into the code of a game and come up with all sorts of weird and wonderful cheats. Sometimes, you know, if you were playing, I don't know, NBA Live or something. I just walked off there because I disappeared. We're not getting past this area, I don't think. I'm glad at least it didn't make me start the level again. But it's taken me so long. Been a bit better at getting these first time. The only thing I could think to try and do is to try and get across as fast as possible. We don't need those hearts, but we'll take them anyway. Right, so if we can stop right there. Okay. There we go. Now we're away from those platforms. We should do a little bit better until we get to the higher up ones. Until we get to the higher platforms where we immediately have the same problem again. Have we got any destructible walls? No. I seem to be having some problems getting up on the platforms. See? But we got that one. Can I not get there from here? I can. Good. Get rid of him. I'm assuming there might be a wall that's destroyable here, but there's not. Amazing. Okay, so how many areas do you think we're going to come across in the game where we do what we're doing throughout that whole section? I don't know if those heads will be coming back while I'm walking across here. I really hope not, because with these platforms, yeah, they're coming, but now we don't have too much to worry about at the moment, because the door's there, and thanks to the power of cheating, we know that we aren't going to die. Now I hope that if I remember rightly, me going through the door means I don't have to... Now the advantage of course of this is I can walk through these and I don't actually die. I just refill my health. We've got one of those... Oh no, apparently I can actually die in that section. So even though, you see, even though you have infinite lives, you can still die in those sections, although the first one didn't kill me. Very strange. So yeah, that will kill you, even if you've got infinite lives, even if you've got invincibility, you can still die to these. I don't need to really get all of those candles either. Oh, little ghost. I want to destroy that. I need some improvement to my weapons. Never mind, let's just slash this thing until it goes away. That's a technical process. You slash the thing until it goes away. No doubt we'll end up in more areas with more annoying platforms that will fall down and die on repeatedly. When do you think we'll reach one of those? Very soon, I would imagine. It's a pity there was nothing on the screen when that came. Okay, so we're making our way to here, to this random head. Yeah, that is a boss, that's what I thought. The advantage, of course, with doing this as well is you can stand and fight rather than having to jump around. That makes the boss fights a lot easier. And so does the fact that you can just whip and whip and whip repeatedly. Level complete. So technically that's stage 6. Onward to stage 7. We're here. The good news is all of the candles are the little mad, crazy Hunchback of Notre Dame type characters are still there. Oh, I shouldn't mention Notre Dame, should I? He'll be livid. You want to throw your bone at me? Throw me a bone here, my friend. Throw me a bone. Try and speak more clearly, perhaps that would help. But yeah. Up we go. Whoops. But the good news is the holy water helped me there. And we were close to having a problem there. Oops. So you have to be careful. And apparently I can't jump forwards just now for some reason. So yeah, you have to be careful on those areas where there are platforms under you, obviously, because as soon as you go to those areas, you might have a problem. Stage 8. We continue. So yeah, this game does have multiple stages, but it breaks them up by having basically 3 in a row and then a boss. No, let's not bother with those, I'm not too worried about them. Oh, he's just a pain. Get rid of him. And they're just going to knock me about, but not really cause me any major issues. Just keep going up. And there we go. Still stage 8! Oh, I've frozen time. How'd you like that? Right, we killed that one. There's one of these crow things here, look. And we got both of them. Oh no! If we stay close, then we shouldn't have any problems, but if we don't, we got him. So this will be stage 9, which will be approaching the boss, I expect. You see? That's how it works. Yeah, we've got something to freeze time if we need to as well. It dies if we touch it anyway. You see, because obviously if you were playing this game normally, you'd want to jump these. And then just hit the bottom one. Well, it doesn't make any difference which one you hit, actually. Because it's still going to hit you regardless. Whereas if I stand here, the fireballs don't get a chance to hit me. That's an important lesson to learn if you are ever playing the game. First of all, don't let that skeleton get you. Oh look, the castle in the distance. Or at least the castle tower in the distance. Yeah, so you want to stay about this sort of distance where you can hit that and knock out the fireball before it hits you. Well, now we've got the mummy. Or a mummy anyway. Yes, we're about to be attacked by mummies. And I don't think they want their mummy. Freezing time does nothing to them. But they're easy enough to defeat anyway. So, stage 10 next. You see, so although obviously I get totally annihilated repeatedly, I can march on through the game. Now, for somebody who finds the game really, really hard, that's perhaps preferable. The disadvantage, of course, is that you have these sections where you just die and die and die and die and die and die and die over and over and over again. We've fallen down a pit. And these are going to come back to life, I already know. If I remember rightly. Maybe they don't, maybe I'm thinking of something else. Does the water kill us? I think it does, doesn't it? Yes, it does. That's really all I needed to know. So, we have to be very careful not to get hit by any of the enemies, pretty much. While we're over water, because the water will kill us. But I'm not scared of them when I'm in a safe area. Did we just gain some kind of invincibility there? And now I can jump. I mean, the fishmen are pretty straightforward. They dive pretty easily. You need to be very careful though, because that is not a platform. Oh my goodness. That's going to put us right back to the start of the level. Now, very carefully. We need to be very careful about platforms. That's the thing to pay attention to. We really should be destroying more of those bat. Where did that bat come from? It came from nowhere. So we need to catch this bat just at the right time. It's a pity because that would have given us an axe, but never mind. Where did that bat... That bat didn't bother us last time. Where does that bat keep coming from? Look, it hits us every time now, and I don't remember that bat even being a problem last time. Was it? Did I pick up last time that destroyed that bat? I don't know. Let's try and jump it. I can't. Oh, would you believe it? That's one of the luckiest bounces I'm ever gonna get. But yeah, this is where the problem arises, because we have to get on that platform while bats are flying towards us, while fishmen leap out of the water. Oh, there we go. Okay, okay. Oh no, and I didn't duck. I'm so stupid. I don't think we'll get that lucky bounce again that we got last time with that bat. I could be wrong. Or we could get killed by that one straight away. Ah! See, even with this active, it's still infuriating. I mean, you know, to anyone that finished Castlevania back in the day, well done, because I couldn't do it. Here comes a bat, and then a fishman. Well, there you go. If I can jump this bat like I did last time, perfect. So basically, with the cheat on though, you do have some extra abilities you can use, which is that if you can hit in exactly the right place, well, I mean, you could use those abilities if you've got a decent amount of life left in the game anyway, but man, if I remember to duck, arg. See, now that's the thing. I know exactly what the pattern is that I need to follow. So do this. Jump up. Oh, I hit it in the wrong place. But you have to hit the bat in just the right area of its body so that it doesn't knock you the other way. See, now that's perfect. But if I get hit by anything, it's going to knock me off that platform that we were on before, which is going to cause a problem. The only thing that really stopped me was the fact that I faced the wrong way! It's the same thing every time. I make one little mistake. It's all you need to do. Right, now I can't remember if I'm in the right place here. Yes, I am. So yeah, it's all about learning the platform. I mean, you still have to learn the platforms playing it normally, but they become, you know, you start getting some tactics that are less harmful. Right, duck. Oh, what the heck? Fishmen just come through the roof and everything. Oh, I dropped too early. And I got to go right back to the beginning. So you see, this is where games become annoying. I stand there. There we go. So yeah, there is a tactic to that. Perhaps that's a tactic you use when you're playing it regularly. If it's not, maybe you should think about it as one. It might get you through the level just a little quicker. Right, we'll let it go away and come back one more time. And I'm ducking with the back part of the D-pad. So I can duck perfectly there. Right, so right to the front of the platform, jump, and it's perfect. You missed the fishman. Trouble is, you know, you've got... Trouble is, it's not an NES pad, you know. It's not a classic NES pad. It's not a bad pad, it's a hoary pad, it's not, you know. It's a hoary pad mini for PS4, but yeah. So it's not the worst pad in the world. I've just jumped way too early. you know, it takes some patience. Even this takes some patience. Because all you need to do is do the platform wrong once, or miss the platform. And that's really the thing, you know, about these games, is a lot of current control pads just aren't good enough. Just aren't good enough for reaction time, which is crazy. You know, you think all these years they've developed game pads, and they just can't develop. I missed that again. Now I'm not even hitting the platform anymore. You know, all those years they've developed game pads, and the D-pad sensitivity just isn't right on newer ones. It's crazy, isn't it? I mean, most games these days are played using an analog stick, but still, you know, you'd think they'd have got it together, wouldn't you? Right. Right, we didn't get annihilated that time. Right, duck. Don't be stupid, just jump up. Wait. Duck. There we go. Oh my. That's going to be annoying. I just know I'm not going to make that. Oh, well, we did, somehow. I'm not even going to think about hitting anything. I just want to... No! Oh my goodness. The good news is... we're out of this part. Up we go. To a flat ceiling area. Took us a few attempts, but we got here in the end. Stage 11. Oh. So now we've got rocks, maybe? Definitely giant birds, anyway. Dropping these damn guys. It's like a Quasimodo family reunion here. There we go. Level the playing field slightly. By just using... oh, nice. Timed that just right. I'm not scared of this thing, but... there we go, stage 12. Another boss fight. It should be. Coming up very soon. So what about that, I don't know if anyone watches it, but that World Snooker Championship final was fantastic. I always like when a player gets his first championship. You know, I'm from Scotland, obviously I should be supportive of John Higgins, and I am, but... wow. Trump was just outstanding. One of the best games I've watched in a long time. Oh, here comes the boss. You can tell this is a boss area. Look, there he is. It's Frankenstein's monster with a weird hunchbacked guy on his shoulders. Which doesn't take that long to defeat, it's just... right, I think we got him. No, we haven't. Well, we can't go anywhere there at least, so let's just beat him up. Good old Frankenstein's monster. Gone. Stage 12, stage 13 next. And we're getting closer to the end. I realise this has probably taken way longer than I expected. Wouldn't it be annoying if I looked and I hadn't actually started recording? The answer is yes, by the way, yes it would. This might be the last section, I believe. Oh, I hate these guys. We don't need that, but we're going to pick it up anyway. I'm going to try and play it mostly... see, that's annoying. I always hate when enemies can hit you from an area where you can't even touch them. But he was easy enough to defeat in the end. I'm just going to take that while I can. Not that I need it. But never mind. Takes me to areas of the game I would never otherwise have seen, believe me. I'm sure you can believe me, having watched me repeatedly do this. I'm afraid to say I was always the person, you know, when these games were around, I was always the person looking for the cheats. Where's the cheats? I have to admit, always looking for the cheats. Oh, he's going to come back to life in a moment. That's okay. We're not scared. Those guys are annoying, has to be said. But we're out here. There's lots more you could do there, but I'm not going to do any of it because... So stage 14, we have... Do we have one more? I hate these guys. He just went off the screen. There's nowhere to go off the screen. No, I wanted it to hit him, not... Oh, screw you. Yeah, that other guy just totally vanished. Did he just vanish as well? Look, he's popping into the other side of the screen. I mean, I can hit him, but wow. It would appear the screen's overlapping a little bit on the side. All in all, not a great showing for this. Weird, though, that the other guy just completely vanished. He's halfway through the platform. You know, it's just all... just not right, is it? No, he's coming back. I'm not worried. See you later. Just get up. See, you can just pop through the... He just did something that I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to be able to do. Now, can I hit this guy through this? See, I can hit him through there, he can hit me through there, so... Let's just try and get rid of these knights. Not too bothered about the skeletons. They're just, yeah, just back through platforms, it's fine. Just go away. It's gonna hurt me. It's gonna hurt me normally. You know, I could use a turbo option. Oh, I'm stuck. Oh, because there's a platform there that he just backed right through, but I'm not allowed to stand on. I'm sorry, I'm only allowed to stand on. But anyway, let's continue. Yeah, I think it does mess up the game slightly, playing it in the way I'm playing it, by the way. That's the one thing you'll see, is I've probably played like the worst version of this game possible. It feels weird actually, you know? I feel like I'm besmirching the name of such a classic game. Now I could do it like that with the turbo. I'm just looking, how quick can I do it? Yeah, that's definitely quicker. But it kind of ruins the... what am I talking about? It kind of ruins the game. Oh yeah, so it does. Kind of like cheating. Oh yeah. No, that's good. Screw you, skeleton. Walking in the middle of platforms. Thinks he's special. Okay. Oh. We've got heads and knights. I'm not scared. See now, this would start to get infuriating. If I was playing this in this way, without the removal of worry about... and he just disappeared. Without the removal of worry about death and all the rest. Ah, there we go. The Grim Reaper makes his triumphant return. I'm not scared though. Although I am a bit annoyed about these flying scythes. I think I've hit him like twice. Sorry, 3 times. There we go, I've hit him a couple more. Again, he's doing that thing where he overlaps out of the screen. Might need to look at why that's happening. Oh, this is annoying. The one time that I could do with... He's just been out for a curry. No? Okay, 4 more hits. Need to be some of my greatest hits. No. There we go. But his scythes still fly around even though he's no longer there. Interesting, isn't it? Stage 15. I can't remember how many stages there are to this game. I think we're pretty close to the end if I remember rightly. But let's continue on. We've got 3 more stages till the next one. Is it Dracula? As I say, I never finished this game in my life. So yeah, you can see obviously the idea now with a lot of these sorts of games, what we call Metroidvania, is that you have multiple paths you can choose. In this game you didn't really have that option. You know, it shows you a path there. Oh yeah, look, we're gonna be in some trouble here because it looks like we're fighting every boss from earlier in the game. That was a thing, wasn't it? That a lot of games did. Streets of Rage was well known for that. Oh, we have to fight 2 of them and I'm dead. Great. You can tell that I'm just really gonna love doing this, can't you? I could just walk away. But I don't know how good that's gonna... what good that's gonna do me when I... Oh yeah. Give it a try. It seems to work quite well as a... Oh no! Seemed to work quite well as a tactic for a little while. Just don't stop. Because I suppose that's the main thing, you don't actually have to do any of these. You don't actually have to kill any of these enemies. Doesn't scare me there. But it's not going to be the last one. But as long as we just keep moving, see, it doesn't bother me. We get inside this, like, animal-faced elevator. There are some holes here we don't want to end up going down. There we go. Oh, really? It's just a continuous stream of enemies that are going to be a pain. Come on. Oh no! I knew that was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen and yet I let it anyway. I should jump the first chance I got. Get off that platform. That's the main thing you need to do, is get off this platform. Maybe not straight away. You see that? I mean, that's the biggest concern. You have to make sure you jump at just the right time. It would help if I had some kind of special weapon. I don't. That will work. Well, that's fine. So yeah, we need to be very careful, obviously. The main thing is just get past that first skeleton up here. The best way to do that is probably to just put my back to there. And then after he throws... Oh my god! I was facing the wrong way, so it launched me the other way. which is a concern. What I need to do, I think, when I kill this one... That rock didn't come with the guy, did it? There we go. Oh my god! How the heck did I do that? That's annoying. Yeah, I can't believe I did that. It's actually really frustrating. So yeah, it looks like the way he throws, I should be able to... Every time that happens. It's a useless thing. Again, it's... A bad workman blames his tools, but you know, it's just that thing, isn't it? You know, these days, modern controllers just aren't made to play these kinds of games. It's the truth. I'm gonna just hold up. Oh, thank goodness. Is it gonna... Some of them obviously approach you. Oh my. It's gonna be one of those days. Oh, we're okay now. Oh, look at it. It just ducks away. It's a coward. You cowardly thing. Whoop. We're in danger here. I can't even see where I'm supposed to be going. Die, skeleton. Where was I supposed to jump to there? Ah, we're back at the beginning. Couldn't really work out where I was supposed to be going in that section. Which is also a problem. That lets me get across there. Oh look, he does that, but only when I'm not there. This bit is actually quite annoying. I suppose I want to be on there. I don't suppose it really matters. Oh wait, there's some steps going down. Maybe I have to go down. We're okay, we're going up the stairs. We don't seem to be hittable on the stairs, so we'll use the stairs to our advantage and just keep running as far as we can. I think we might be here. I think this looks like Dracula. It looks like we've reached the end. This is definitely a boss room. Yeah, this is him. Look, his coffin's open. He's ready to receive us. I see him. Look, there he is. I'm not scared of you, Dracula. God damn you, Dracula. He's just quite annoying. I mean, that's the main thing about him. We haven't actually hit him once. I think if I can try and hit him in the face... Yeah, that's what we need to do. Oh, but he throws those fireballs in a very convincing manner. And he appears right on top of you. And his head likes to disappear. You've got a very small window of opportunity to hit him. Very small. And obviously if you bump into him... See, in a lot of games nowadays you'd have like some kind of knockback effect. That would mean that he wouldn't get to use his attack. And I don't think that holy water would actually be much use. Now that I look at it. And I missed that because I was facing the wrong way. You see, that's the biggest problem. If he spawns inside you, then you'll die really easily. And you've got like a very small window of opportunity to hit him. It's like that. Oh, where is he now? He's gonna pop up right where I'm standing. see? So that's the opportunity, that's the window of opportunity you have to hit him. It's very small. Yeah. Say what you like, but it is. Very small window of opportunity. We need to hit him twice more. And you have to hit him in the head. One more. There we go. His head flies off. And he turns into a different kind of beast entirely. And again, I think we might need to hit that in the face. Oh, it takes quite a lot of hits. It seems like the holy water doesn't do a lot of damage. See, the advantage obviously of this is that we're... That's the way to do it. Bit of turbo action, that's extra cheating for you. It's funny, you know, now actually, because I remember that was one of the things everybody used to have, a turbo controller back in the day. Super Nintendo at least, there was that that great one, you know, the... I can't even remember what the... You know the one I mean. Was it the Pro Action one with the kind of clear plastic? Was that what it was? I'm not scared of you, Dracula's monster form. You died, just like all the others before you. You fell to the cheat. I mean, that's what he did, didn't he? He fell to a cheat. Really. But that's it. I believe that's the end of the game. 239,100 points. Not great, let's be honest. But there we are. Castlevania Nintendo Entertainment System. I'll let the credits play you out to the title screen. Thank you very much. And keep an eye out for more of these. Let me know what you think of them, if you think I should do it or not. Can sometimes show how infuriating a game can be. Just you let me know. Look at it, that's interesting. You see that all of the characters love Chaney. It's Lon Chaney who played those characters in film. I don't think these are real people. Joan Candies. Nero, Simon Belmondo. You played the greatest role in this story. Congratulations. Or thank you for playing. There we are. So thanks guys, and see you next time. Right back to the beginning. Goodbye for now.